Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Fridge Podcast, where all your gaming news and discussion is kept tight, cold, and fresh. Today, we're talking about a multitude of things, as we will be for the rest of this forever. I think first, what I want to hit on is Overwatch. The developer update, a new one came out, and there's this new thing called Avoid as Teammate. We've got the trailer for it running here. And I think this is gonna be really good for Overwatch. There's a lot of terrible people out there that just don't care. They don't care at all.
Yeah.
And they're just there to ruin everyone's games. Especially in competitive. I've run into people that tank on purpose.
Yeah.
Just so their rating will be down so they can go and pub stomp. And so if you can avoid those people, you can have a limit of 2 people avoided at a time.
Which, as the video says, will increase queue times.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of a drawback. Honestly, it's not that much of a drawback. I wish they would increase the number. 2 seems like not enough.
Yeah, but they'll look into it though.
Yeah, they'll look into it. They'll see how the statistics are going. They should have a limit. The limit is good, having it there, because otherwise then you just
avoid
everyone, and you never get into a game. But so 2, it just seems a little bit low. I think 5 would be nice. And then it's only for a week.
It's only for a week, but that prevents you from just forgetting about someone, or if they get that little message that says, hey, you've been avoided by a lot of people.
That's a good thing. Like, that's a cool thing, is that they're actually like proactively sending out these messages when you hit like a certain number of avoidance of people avoiding you within a time frame. And so I think that's a really good aspect that they have there. That way people will be shown, oh,
hey, you're being a dick.
Yeah, I'm an a-hole. All right, let's change that up.
That's the hope.
Hopefully. Or it'll either encourage them. Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, I think it's a really good idea that Overwatch is sending out there. It's definitely needed, which is unfortunate because Overwatch is such a good game. I hate for it to have that crappy community.
Sidebar though, Blizzard has joined up with a bunch of game companies to crack down on toxicity.
Yes.
Including Microsoft, which updated their terms of service as of May 1st.
Yep.
Offensive language will be a bannable offense.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's going to be hard to enforce.
It will be. But
everyone's going to get a ban.
I mean,
so many people are going to get a ban.
They'll probably just look at the people who've gotten an enormous amount of reports.
I feel like, honestly, offensive language, as long as it's not racial slurs or like derogatory and you're not being attacked, like if it's used in humor and in just jest, in jest and whatnot, it should be fine. But I feel like they're going on a witch hunt a little bit. I feel like they're going for Amendment 21 sort of style. We're gonna get some speakeasies out of this.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
We'll find out. Maybe, I think if they want to go that route of limiting it, they should make servers just for that. They shouldn't ban people. They should just secretly move them to their own server.
Blizzard has done that in the past, where if you've gotten reported as bad teammates, it will put you together with other people who have been reported as bad teammates.
I think it's a smart idea.
I thought it was really good.
Without even telling them about it, I just don't even tell them about it. Just do it. And I think it's a smart idea. I think it's a good.
Might explain some of my games, but.
And then another Overwatch announcement. Brigitte is out of PTR. She's a little overpowered right now.
A little bit.
They're gonna nerf her soon. I'm pretty sure of it.
Pretty sure. Speaking of nerfs, in the PTR they're currently testing a couple. Diva's Rocket Barrage got reduced from 6 to 4. Zenyatta's rate of fire for his orbs got dropped down by 15%.
That's alright.
May's alternate fire can now pierce through people.
Oh my.
Yeah.
She got dangerous. A buff. That's dangerous. May's annoying. Hey, speaking of May, he's on the shirt.
Yeah. Reaper, after you ult it automatically reloads your weapon.
Ooh, that's good.
And your Wraith ability, increased movement speed plus 25%.
Perfect.
And it could be cancelled, which is a big one.
Cancel, huh?
Yep.
How do you cancel it? Roadhog's hook or?
Oh no, you could cancel out of it.
Oh, okay. The player can
so,
cancel
like,
it. Okay. I was like, enemies can cancel the Wraith ability? Like, that takes away the purpose.
And then they also changed up Moira, added transparency to her ultimate and her other attacks.
Yes.
So teammates and enemies alike can see through them, which is a big one.
Which is good, because her ult takes up a lot of room.
Oh, yeah. It could block out entire corridors.
Yeah. It blocks her as well. Like, it's just... So think about the Brigitte thing. So she has... I watched their update about her.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, we're really proud of her. She is really a character that plays multiple roles. And I'm like, one, you should not have a character that is able to heal and do a crap ton of damage and ridiculous combos and boop all in one.
Well, she's not supposed to do a crap ton of damage. She's supposed to be the tank healer. But in practice,
she
it
does
work.
She heals, she tanks, she does a crap ton of damage, and she can boot people. And she does the reason she does a crap ton. So her initial hits don't do a lot of damage, but she can chain them together so quickly,
and I think
that it just stacks up.
I think what annoys me about her is when you hit, it's supposed to do an area of effect heal around everyone, but it heals Brigitte as well. So if the person that you're playing against can't aim, you could out heal any damage that they do to you.
Yeah. But I was watching it and they're like, yeah, we're gonna try and make more of these characters that play multiple roles. I'm like, that's more characters are great. I love more characters, new characters. They're interesting ideas. The ones that they've been pumping out are pretty cool. I like Mora. She's freaking ridiculous, but I like her. And Brigitte is fun to play, but don't make them overpowered. Like, if you want them to play multiple roles, that's fine. Just make sure it's balanced.
Every hero that they've come out with, Ana, Doomfist, has been completely overpowered when it leaves PTR.
I disagree.
Every single one.
I disagree.
Were you playing when Ana came out?
I was not, but I was playing when Doomfist came out.
Doomfist has always been a real niche hero.
Doomfist is not overpowered at all. He's very reliant on the hits. So if you can't hit with that punch, and he's very reliant on them being against walls. So if they're in the wide open and you can't land with that punch, Doomfist is basically useless.
Yeah.
So you have to be very good with the charged punch. And yeah, it does a bit of damage, but again, that's only if you hit them against the wall.
Yeah.
So Doomfist not overpowered.
Speaking of Overwatch, season 9 just got rolled out a couple of days ago, and that marks the start of the Overwatch World Cup, which goes from March 27th to April 28th, and the top 150 players of every country get pooled together, and then they take the top 20 countries, and those are the Overwatch World Cup people.
Yeah, that's not going to be me, let me tell you.
Maybe.
There's no way I'm going to be up there.
Maybe.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
They're scary.
Unless you watched my last stream of Overwatch, that was terrible. I have no idea what's happening that night. What else we got? I think that's all we have to say about Overwatch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go here. So rumors are fun, and especially when they're about your favorite Call of Duty game. The last good Call of Duty game, which is Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 has been rumored to be getting a remaster. What you're seeing now is the original trailer, but the rumors that have been told, they're like confirmed rumor, which I don't.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're whatever. My
makes sense really though.
Yeah. But from what I've heard, they're not doing a multiplayer.
Yeah, and I understand why they would be doing it from a business perspective, but without the multiplayer, I won't be playing it.
Honestly, I'm fine that it doesn't have a multiplayer. The original's my favorite. It's I consider it the best Call of Duty game and the last actual good one because of its multiplayer. And so the way that they went with all of the Call of Duties and their multiplayers, I feel like if they were to remaster and do a multiplayer, it would just be a copy of all the other ones that they've been doing recently, which are garbage.
Yeah.
The kill streak systems are terrible. The guns don't really... I mean, there is no variation in guns anymore. You can grab whatever and go at it. And then the whole... Just like the... different class builds and whatnot. Like, it's certain... You have to have points now, and it's garbage.
But I think that seeing what they did with Call of Duty 4 Remaster is kind of... More people were playing the remaster than Infinite Warfare, which was the main flagship of that year. So to see them not include multiplayer is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I'm glad that they're not. They would not do it justice at all. So, but I liked the story of it. I thought the story was really good. I enjoyed it. I even played Modern Warfare 3. It was okay. I didn't play the multiplayer very much because I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was a good ending for the storyline, but really the Modern Warfare 2 segment of the Modern Warfare series story was the best.
Yes, I agree.
And then I enjoyed the little like side missions or whatever those were called.
The Spec Ops.
Yeah, the Spec Ops. You and I would run through those constantly.
Oh yeah.
All the time. Try to get the best rating. If we failed, we did it again. And then of course, who doesn't like No Russian? That's
Remember when that was a big deal?
Dude, that was a huge deal. No Russian was a thing.
And then...
I remember the first time I played it, I refused to gun anyone down. I just walked through.
And then the next one had a similar thing where it's like, hey, if you're against this, don't play this level.
That was when the
kid got bombed.
And the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. Anyway, yeah, so Modern Warfare 2 remastered. Rumor confirmed. Rumor thing.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Never.
Yeah. Metro Exodus came out with a new teaser trailer, this time showing off NVIDIA's new ray tracing algorithms, which, in case you don't know, ray tracing is an algorithm that makes shadows and reflections and any environmental things in real time. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it, because this game looks beautiful so far. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not a huge Metro fan. I've played 2033 a little bit, and I enjoyed what I played, but I just haven't played enough to consider myself a big fan of it. I'll play it. It feels like a good game to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I'll play through the rest of it eventually.
On stream, yeah.
Yeah, most likely on stream. But yeah, no, this game looked good. Speaking of stream, we haven't talked about what we're playing through right now. We forgot to do that at the opening segment.
That could be our closing segment.
Yeah, we'll do it on closing. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, we're watching the trailer right now, and it looks nice. My TV's doing weird things with it, but I'm looking at it over on my sidebar here, and it looks good too.
So you want to talk about this one right here?
Dude, you pulled that up, and I'm so confused about that.
Okay, so you can't make this up, people. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and KFC teamed up for a Twitch sweepstakes almost,
Mm-hmm.
where they introduced a KFC bucket emote, and if you were watching the streamer of choice and you entered the emote, you had a chance to win a $20 KFC gift card, a Colonel Sanders ghillie suit, a survival spork, or what they called a med kit, which was a KFC bucket filled with gift cards. So, the KFC bucket was not used as intended, according to KFC, who apologized and removed the emote.
Well, let me guess.
Because
We're about to get racial.
it was racially charged.
Hey, there it is.
And, callback, this comes very shortly after the Overwatch League player from the Dallas Fuel, XQC, got suspended and then reinstated in the Overwatch League for using the tryhard emote. Yeah.
Why is using the tryhard emote bad?
No idea.
Alright then.
I have no idea.
However, this is shortly after JonTron as well.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Or, I guess, well, maybe not shortly after. I guess JonTron happened about almost a year ago now. He just had a racial stint. He said some things that were bad. People called him out on it. Haven't heard from him in a while, but I guess I'm just now hearing about it because I'm behind on my YouTube. But yeah, either way, Twitch. He said it on live on Twitch.
Oh boy.
So Twitch and their racial stuff.
They're cracking down a lot.
Yeah, they're not doing well. Yeah. So there's that. I guess we'll move on from this.
That's all I got.
To our cool. Let's move on to this. So main segment tonight, today, whatever. It's 5:00. I don't care. Is video game movies. Tomb Raider just came out a couple weeks ago. I have not had the chance to see it yet, but let's see here. I was gonna go see it. I just haven't had the chance, unfortunately. Sorry, guys, hit my pop filter there. Let us see. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 50%.
Oof, that's rough.
IMDb gave it a 6.8 out of 10. And 88% of Google users liked the movie.
That's weird.
So, Lucas, in your opinion, why do video game movies not work?
Oh, God. That's getting into a whole lot of things. For one, video games and movies are very different art forms. Video games, it's very player engaging. The player is helping drive the story along at their own pace. Movies would have a hard time fitting that pacing. And usually they do weird story adaptations, like with the Assassin's Creed movie. They did a weird deviation from the main story, which, I mean, it worked out. It was a decent movie, but
I didn't see it because I didn't want to.
Yeah, I didn't want to either, but I did.
Yeah. From the looks of this trailer, it appears, if any of you have played the new series of Tomb Raider, the first one is she crash lands on an island and is basically taken hostage while these people are I don't know, doing weird things with gods and whatnot. Like, it takes a weird turn. It's Ready Player One at one time. But from the looks of that trailer, I haven't seen many trailers on it either, because I just don't watch trailers. But it looked like it followed the game. The crash ships, the pickaxe that she had, the jungle and whatnot that she was in, the people that she was fighting, they looked like they were following the game. And then there's these things about her, like her backstory, and then there was that shot about her with two guns in the car. In the game, this is literally like her first adventure out. She doesn't really carry around weapons at all. The first weapon you get in the game is a bow that she has to find. And so it's really her starting story-esque. It might be her like second adventure, I don't remember. Because the second one was what's called Rise of the Tomb Raider. Either way, it looks like it follows the game. In my opinion, video game movies don't work because the ones that they've tried to make work, the ones that everyone knows about, Super Mario Bros., Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, there's not enough story there, or the story is too convoluted for them to actually make a movie based around the lore.
Case in point with the too much lore, the World of Warcraft movie.
Yes.
The Warcraft movie.
The Warcraft movie. That one was not good.
Honestly,
from what I heard, I didn't see that one either because I don't really care for Warcraft.
With that one, the story in the games is really long and has been throughout multiple games, and trying to crunch it into a couple hours is really hard to do.
Yeah. And so they attempt, they fail. People go and see them anyways because it's the games that they love. They're like, oh, it's a movie, it's got to be good. And they take that money and they go, we're either going to make a sequel or we're going to start planning for the next one, like the next video game we're going to adapt. And they don't work because they can't. Movie producers can't take the lore and the story that we already have and correctly configure it to a movie, or they add lore and story that isn't there in the first place and attempt to make something out of it. So I love the Super Mario Bros. Movie because it's terrible. Like, that's the only reason I enjoy it, because it's so awful.
The Mortal Kombat movie?
It's okay for how bad it is.
For how bad it is, yeah.
But if we're just talking based off of terribleness, like, sure, they're fun movies to go and laugh at, but actual good movies, they are not. And even the Assassin's Creed one, like, I watched pretty much all the trailers for that, and I just couldn't get into it because they deviated so far.
Yeah.
If I'm going to watch an Assassin's Creed movie, I want Ezio or I want Altair doing backflips and stuff off of buildings and stabbing people in the throat. However, that's not what they gave me. They gave me Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender? Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it almost alienates the audience a little bit.
Yeah. There's another thing. There's another reason why it doesn't work. They attempt to make it for everyone.
Yeah.
Whereas the majority of the people that are going to see the movie are those that already know the series. And so they attempt to make it easily understandable and enjoyable for everyone. However, they don't give enough of that eclectic and nostalgic or whatever feel for the people that have played the games and know the lore and all that stuff. So, based off of Rotten Tomatoes,
yeah,
50%, I would say no, this movie did not work either. I don't know how much of that was due to the story or due to Alicia Vikander.
I'm curious, the Angelina Jolie movies.
Angelina Jolie movies. Oh yeah, let's talk about those.
Let's see what they got on Rotten Tomatoes first, because I'm really curious.
Let's discuss those. Which one do you think is better?
Oof.
Which one? We haven't seen this one, and it's been forever since I watched the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider, but I absolutely despised it. It was terrible. Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes gave 20%, and The Cradle of Life got a 25%.
Holy shit!
So, it did worse.
I was not expecting that.
And here's why those movies were not good. Fan service.
Yeah.
Unnecessary shots of Angelina Jolie.
But I mean, that was like the main part of the first one, crawling through tunnels and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about when she just like walks out of the shower or
Yeah.
into the shower. I don't know. She came out of like steam and then walked into water. I don't remember. But they were also again, they pulled story out of nowhere.
Yeah, they made their own story, which, I mean,
Which I played the original games when I was younger, and I enjoyed the original games. And then they're like movie. I was one of those people. I was like, heck, yeah, video game movie. I love the series. Darn right, I'm gonna watch the movie. Shouldn't have watched the movie.
yeah. I think if anything, that they should get the writers that wrote the game.
Yes.
Because they have a bunch of ideas, but then again, the people who hold the copyrights for the games probably don't want that, I would imagine.
I
Unless
don't know.
they're getting a cut of this, a heavy cut.
I mean, I'm assuming they would. It's their intellectual property, the character and whatnot. But I feel like that would be a good way to start making video game movies good, is if you got the actual writers for the games. But, that is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we've exhausted talk about it.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No. Let's
All
get
right.
on to what we're playing.
Yep. I'm just going to run through this one more time. I am still playing Dark Souls. I just beat Ornstein's Mo. Spoiler alert.
I
Only
watched
took me
that.
2 chances.
Yeah, I was really
Yeah.
surprised by that.
I was
Only
very
killed
surprised
once.
as well. Yeah, I was very surprised, and I didn't. I'm also playing a little bit of StarCraft still. It's slow going because I'm stuck on one level that's really difficult. We're still running through the season of Diablo, and
Which
then
is almost ending.
and then I've got some Slime Rancher in there. Yeah, we got to get on that.
Yeah.
I want that stuff.
I want to point out that because of how many times that you fell in Anor Londo, you are now up to 23 deaths.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
20...
Gravity has absolutely killed me though.
211,000 souls irretrievably lost.
Yep, those are all gone. That's fine. If I need to farm, I'll farm.
And I'm really looking forward to watching you go through the Painted World, because that is a confusing level.
That's going to be interesting. I also have to go back to Anor Londo and go through and do some certain stuff to get to a certain boss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I can, because I'm doing a whole boss playthrough, so I have to get... I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to make sure I have that ring that lets me get in.
Who?
Kill Guinevere.
Oh, Gwendolyn.
No, I have to kill Gwendolyn. If there's 2 ways to get to Gwendolyn.
Oh, yeah, one is killing Guinevere.
Yeah, one's killing Guinevere, but why would you kill her? I mean, come on now. Have you seen her?
It's an illusion.
But have you seen her?
It's only a model.
And then the other one is going and getting a certain ring, which I might already even have. I did a lot of exploring in the location that it's at.
I don't even know what ring that is.
I don't remember off the top of my head either, but I did a lot of exploring in the location that it's at, and so I might already have it. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to Anor Londo, go to the spot where secrets are, actually make sure I have the ring, and anyway, I'm gonna make sure I kill that boss. Because I'm doing a full boss playthrough, so after the Painted World, it's back to Crap Town, USA.
Forget.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Dark Souls 3
Dark Souls 3, that's a good one.
as a pyromancer.
Oh, that's what I'm playing through my Dark Souls with.
Full-on pyromancer, though.
Yeah, mine's sub-pyro.
And I'm just now getting into the dark pyromancies, the dark flame, and holy shit, those things are powerful. I'm still getting into, like, some enemies that have weakness to fire. It's better to use fire, but...
Hi, Saucy Bird.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, if you're confused as to why I just said hi to Saucy Bird, YouTube / anywhere else that we're posting these, we are now streaming our the Fridge podcast, and yeah, so it'll now be on my Twitch every other Thursday. We are not going to react to that, Saucy Bird.
But I've also been playing Slime Rancher, which I pretty much have exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm
nowhere near exhausting anything.
I have 2 more levels to go on my 7Z progress, and then
Cool.
done.
And then done until they release more.
Until they release more, but
cool.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
think that's it. And that is it for the Fridge podcast. Oh, I do have one more special announcement. I talked to a friend who has their own podcast, which is where I sort of got the idea. And so their podcast is called, it's Friend of a Friend Podcast. It's Ducks Watch Together. They talk about movies, and strictly movies. And we are now joining them on their website. Friend of a Friend Podcast. I think that's what it is, .squarespace.com. And so they will be now our sister podcast, and we will be there as soon as I don't know how long it's going to take, but all future and hopefully past podcasts will be posted on their website, and then as soon as they're posted on their website, we'll be able to upload them to iTunes. So you can eventually find us there. For now, however, I'll let you guys know more information when that comes to fruition. However, for now, we'll just stick to being on Twitch and on YouTube. But yeah, so that's something that's in the works, and you guys should definitely go check them out. They're really fun. They're enjoyable. I've been on a couple of their podcasts. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
See ya.
See ya.